Gen Z is blatantly unhinged.
Morning, welcome back. Well yes, this is a re-upload of a video I've uploaded before with a few minor changes. Don't worry, you didn't reality shift. Or did you? Let me know in the comments. Hey, life got you bored, annoyed at everything? Wanna escape and do something fun? Move your conscience somewhere else to avoid daily responsibilities like chores and going to the doctors. Well, according to this internet trend, reality shifting, you can. No need to request paid time off or let your supervisor know. Just use your brain to think at any point in time, and it'll happen at your own leisure. Take an 8-month vacation.
Is this just the next level of women visualizing it into reality? Because it kind of sounds like it currently.
And go anywhere you like. And they really mean anywhere. Visit Hogwarts with beloved wizard Harry Pottery and Drano Malfoy. This genre of activity is just Sword Art Online. Say no thanks to real life and go live in an online fantasy world with an anime waifu. Disclaimer, I have—
Listen. I don't mean to be that guy, but sign me up, put me in. I wanna be isekai'd. No questions asked. I'm there. I'm there. Just do it. I want it now. Thank you.
I have not seen this. Lore may or may not be accurate. Thankfully, we don't have to play life or death video games in this day and age, thanks to our sponsor, Misplay. Misplay is a loyalty app for anyone that likes to play this. I do not enjoy working in customer service at all, but serve it to me in game form where I can min-max my restaurant stats. I'm clocking in and working overtime for free. Visit misplay.com/evasion or click the link in the description to download Misplay for free. You'll get 200 bonus points for signing up today, plus use my code EVASION100 inside the app for an additional 100 free points, which will help towards redeeming your first gift card. See description for all the details. This topic would need the same runtime as a feature film because there's so much to yap about. As you can see, we're not doing that today. This is a surface level overview as someone who got curious after seeing it pop up on my feed, and then spent 2 days downloading 10 gigabytes of purposeless information into my brain, which probably has a virus now. There's so much information floating around with no credible or tangible sources other than people's own experiences. It's hard to verify things when the sources are literally just trust.
Yeah, this really does sound like visualization, but for a whole generation, not just a couple of crazy women.
Me, bro. The more I tried to research and actually understand, the more confused I became. It really felt like I was back in school trying to survive with one brain cell. You know that feeling. After reading the same paragraph in the organic chem textbook for the 100th time and still not understanding. No one wants to be the person that asks the teacher why we build shapes in a science class. I involuntarily shifted into a reality where I'm the Shailene—
I have no idea what that joke means, but they used Fry from Futurama, and that's funny.
Outsider, and the shifters are trying to get rid of me for being dumb. Reality shifting for two people might be completely different experiences. It's like colors, people will see the same shade differently. I did try my best to understand. If you're a part of this community, I respect your choices, but as shifters, you gotta—
I probably don't, just gonna say that straight off the bat.
Admit, some of these claims are wild, so we're just having a respectful—
I'm gonna assume most of these claims are completely badass insane.
Giggle today.
Mario! Yahoo!
The main belief is that there are multiple realities of yourself based on the choices you make. You choose to go to work in this reality, somewhere else you're putting on a performance of a lifetime and calling in sick. Since there's so many choices we can make, there's basically infinite realities with slight variations. Damn, infinite, bro? That is too many. How are we not supposed to have FOMO when another version of me is in Korea getting the scoop on what the hell is happening in the Hive building right now?
Baby, I'm just trying to play cool.
That's when reality shifting comes in. When you shift, you can transfer your consciousness from your CR, current reality, to your DR, desired reality. Okay, with you there so far. I'm ready to see what reality I'd be living in if I didn't choose the YouTube career path during my Sims character creation screen.
Probably a slightly better one, let's be real.
Explaining this to your average default setting coworker at TJ Maxx who only uses Facebook for the minion memes, they would probably think, there's no way people would believe this, right? It almost sounds too good to be true, hopping around different parallel universes on a whim. Well, when there's millions of searches on TikTok about shifting, and YouTube tutorials with even more views, this community is quite active around these parts. It's not surprising reality shifting really blew up during the years we were forced to stay inside.
Well, to be fair, Jamestown was also quite active until a point.
During a time when everything was sad, isolating, and toilet paper was nowhere to be seen. People were looking for their own form of escapism, whether it be beating up ugly villagers on Animal Crossing until they leave your island, or moving your consciousness into a different world with no pandemic, and a long-haired professor
I can't.
with a silk press who's always out to get you. The majority of the shifting demographic tends to be on the younger side, mostly teens and
tends to be on the younger side, but you bet that there's a couple of extremely desperate and bored housewives who are also in that demographic, and there's a lot of them at the end of the day.
Tweens. Other than our boring normal realities of choosing bacon or sausage for breakfast, you're also able to visit fictional realities. This is one of the most popular realities among shifters. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter needs its own section in the reality shifting lore.
I mean, you could waste your time at this, or, I don't know, lucid dreaming, which is a real thing, and you can actually do it. And as someone who has done it a couple of times, I have to say, the feeling of being God is pretty good, not gonna lie there, Chief. That's a pretty good feeling.
I'm a
Was that all Harry Potter? Wow, that is crazy.
I'm a Slytherin. Maybe that's why I'm making this video. You know who would try reality shifting? Hufflepuffs. Just kidding. I'm just making stuff up.
Damn Hufflepuffs.
Unless. I mean, fair enough. Magic is pretty cool. Who wouldn't want to do prank wars with the Weasley twins, get carried by Hagrid by faking an injury, and see some wizard BL?
I would not want to be carried by Hagrid by faking an injury. That sounds very not good.
Happen right in front of them. It does get quite intense when people start spending way too much time in their desired realities. And not just a few days, but months.
Oh, look at that. It's some rando dude also. Nice. It's currently 9 a.m. and I just woke up from a full 5 months at Hogwarts. Take me back home. I hate it here. I mean, if you know, this is why I want Flat Earth to be real and all of that stuff to be real, because that would just make life so much more interesting. It would. It just would. This boring life of constant existential dread of asking me if my decisions are even my own, because the concept of time moving forward actually scares me. Kinda not fun, you know? Kinda not fun. I don't like the idea that time exists, because that means none of my decisions are my own. I don't like a life like that.
I have so many questions. What happens to your physical body when you shift? You can't just isekai yourself away for a year and then come back like nothing happened. I get this practice is supposed to be like, wow, that's so amazing. How does this even exist? But come on, we gotta have some practical rules here. You might be the main character in your life, but what's stopping another you from another reality from jacking into your consciousness? Don't you worry. When you shift, you essentially create a
Ooh, man, this sounds like paralysis demons.
Clone of yourself that still does the same daily activities, so it's like you never left. Okay, well, that's good, I guess, because this is what I imagine people actively shifting look like.
Day 1 of attempting to shift to Hogwarts.
Why is it just Hogwarts? Why? What? Why? Can I just shift being J.K. Rowling's lover? That sounds a little bit more fun in my opinion. Oh my god, just die.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be late for my class. I'm gonna be late for my class.
A third time.
Good evening, Dumbledore. Good evening, Dumbledore.
He got ignored.
Hermione Granger? You're late for class too?
Oh!
Dobby, I didn't know you were chill like that. Dobby, wait, Dobby.
Oh, Dobby, no.
Dobby.
Oh.
Chill, Dobby. Dobby, oh. Dobby. Like. Dobby.
Does he need help?
Daddy, I'm Dobby. You're a free elf now.
What did he do to that? Oh no! Man, he gave something to Dobby.
Wake up, girl.
Oh my gosh!
I believe this is a parody, but I'm only like 60% sure. I feel like there's a lot of plot holes within this lore. What if
I hope this is not a parody.
life throws you a curveball and your schedule gets messed up? How does your clone know what to do when you wake up one day and you realize your mom sold you off to one direction? Chances are low, but it's never zero. There'd be so many unexplained absences at school. Kids would be shifting all day and writing scripts, which are basically journals of what you want to happen in your desired reality. It's pretty similar to writing your name fanfiction, where you're the main character. Although shifting is unpredictable and you can't always control where you end up, which is why I'm never trying this, no matter how many TikToks I reluctantly have to watch. I'm not risking it if there's a chance I could end up in the Attack on Titan universe. We already have unrealistic beauty standards.
Yeah, Attack on Titan sounds a little bit not fun.
At home. Also, is Hogwarts even safe? There's literally Dementors, giant spiders, and girls with botched rhinoplasties walking around. I wouldn't feel safe here. I would need some reassurance. Ihab Yusuf, a licensed clinical psychologist in San Francisco, says that because shifting lacks any scientific evidence to prove that it's a standalone concept, it's more akin to a form of immersive daydreaming or lucid dreaming. According to Ellie Summer, a clinical psychologist and pioneer researcher of maladaptive dreaming, who coined the term immersive daydreaming, is the ability to engage in elaborate and euphoric fantasy worlds for relaxation and entertainment purposes. Lucid dreaming, on the other hand, occurs when someone is asleep but is able to recognize that they're dreaming. Those who claim to have shifted before, however, disagree. Tumblr creator Lay claims that sorry Tumblr you.
Bruh, Tumblr. I love when Tumblr is ever in the conversation, because you know that conversation's gonna get real dumb real fast.
Even though I used to be like you, I'm gonna have to go with the medical professional's opinion on this one. I think reality shifting is just pre-planned daydreaming that's been labeled as something that it's not. A rebrand, if you will. I've spent lots of time imagining myself in fantasy scenarios countless of times. Didn't have social media and internet to post about it, but I'm pretty sure I've experienced this too. It's not as intense as people make it out to be. All these grand claims on TikTok of being able to live in a fantasy world is just setting up unrealistic expectations for kids that don't know any better. People are spending years attempting to shift, and they're getting demotivated and even sad because they haven't experienced these cool sounding shifts that everyone else is having online. Many shifters have posted their own methods online of how to properly shift, and all you need to do is listen to this 8-hour-long YouTube video at night. There's quite a bit of crossover with meditation tips and practices that encourage lucid dreaming. This trend is giving young impressionable kids a false belief that this is something that it's not, and you can't deny it's a pop.
Okay, I'll give you the best advice ever. If there's a fad and someone representing this fad is a 30 to 40-year-old bald dude, he's a grifter, okay? Just gonna put it out there right away. 100%, without doubt, 102% for, 2% probability of, not being true. That's a grifter right there. That's a grifter.
Popular topic that gets a lot of views and engagement. It's a little scary not knowing the background of the person you're getting your information from. Is this 100-step shifting tutorial from someone with a fully developed frontal lobe who can show proof they shifted realities? It's kind of hard to take you seriously when your video is
I mean, did we just not see the video of the guy in the bed just shifting right in front of our eyes to Hogwarts? And then doing nasty things to Dobby. Real nasty things.
K-pop fan cam. This internet trend is starting to spill over into the real world. Go to the comment section in any video related.
Okay, what's wilder? This or Taylor Swift fans? Yeah, hard choice actually to make, isn't it?
To reality shifting. The comments will be loaded with questions about shifting. How do you shift? No, like work. Like a job. Oh, that's not. Once you experience the real world and an actual shift at a job that makes you cry, you'll be on the office computer updating your resume during a 30-minute break. With peace and love, let's limit.
Why would you waste your 30-minute break? Do it while you're working, jeez.
Our screen times and go outside, me included. We actually have Hogwarts at home. Admission is only a few $100s, but at least we don't have this.
That sounds way too expensive. Plus, being a Death Eater kind of honestly sounds like the better choice in the Hogwarts universe, not gonna lie.
Brains are actually terrifying. You can literally make yourself believe anything if you try hard enough. And when it's fresh and still squishy, you have to be careful with what you're doing to it. Reality shifting as something you do when you're young, I'd go as far as to say it's pretty normal. It's reassuring to know we still have imaginations and creativity.
No, it's not normal. That's how you become the unpopular strange kid with no friends in your class, probably, type of not popular. Don't do that.
Muscles, you know, with all the brain rot, iPad, Cocomelon stuff going around. I don't know, reality shifting could be real to an extent. The bad thing that can happen is if you use reality shifting as a permanent form of escapism, that it impacts your daily life. There can be extreme cases like,
well, yeah, mental illness probably negatively impacts your real life. That's for sure, in your daily life, yeah. I mean, being a completely cuckoo person does probably do that, yeah.
Maladaptive daydreaming, which is a mental health issue where a person daydreams excessively, sometimes for hours at a time, more so as an unhealthy or negative attempt to cope with or adapt to a problem. There's also the tie-in with reality shifting and spirituality, another thing that's really personal that everyone experiences differently. I feel like my version of reality shifting is making up scenarios in my head where I snap back with a witty comeback to that mean retail customer interaction I had
weak
back in 2016.
No Chick-fil-A sauce?
If you reality shift or do any fanfiction daydreaming where it doesn't affect your daily life, then by all means, visit as many Harry Potter / Hunger Games universes as you want. Everything in moderation. And let's not blindly believe someone just because they have
why Hunger Games?
Facts on a K-pop fan cam or speak in an ASMR convincing way. With the power of anime and the YouTube algorithm on my side, I can do anything. Don't forget to feed it by giving this video a like, and I'll get to see you.
Yeah, anyway, that was kind of hilarious. That was Edavizian. Still don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, Dobby's at 3 health now. Oh my god, that killed me so good.